You're listening to The Cultured Bumpkin, a literature podcast with Jake Phillips, where we present audiobook quality readings of the classics for your enjoyment. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, just because you're a bumpkin doesn't mean you can't be cultured. Hey, and welcome to The Cultured Bumpkin. I'm Jake Phillips. It's good to have you back, or if it's your first time, it's good to have you. Today we're going to be reading a short poem by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Now, Ms. Wilcox was a poet. She was born in 1850, which means she was a little girl of, about 11 when the Civil War kicked off. And then she died in 1919, and she was an American author and poet. And one of her works includes the poetry collection Poems of Passion. And one of the poems in there is a line that you may have heard before. It's a poem called Solitude, and it says, "Laugh and the world laughs with you, weep and you weep alone." That's a pretty familiar line. And today we're going to read one called With Every Rising of the Sun. With Every Rising of the Sun by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. With every rising of the sun, think of your life as just begun. The past has shrived and buried deep all yesterdays. There let them sleep. Concern yourself with but today. Woo it and teach it to obey your wish and will. Since time began, today has been the friend of man. You and today, a soul sublime in the great pregnant hour of time. With God between to bind the twain, go forth, I say, attain, attain. I like that. That's, to me, that's a good reminder to be thankful for what you have. Go out and be a productive member of society. Don't sit in your basement playing video games and whining about stuff. Now, obviously, there's a lot in there. I always like your thoughts. You can always email me. I leave it in the show notes. But I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. If you haven't left a review, I hope you'll do that. And thank you if you've done both those things. And also, please tell a friend. Thank you very much again for listening. You've been listening to The Cultured Bumpkin, a literature podcast with Jake Phillips. Thank you very much for listening. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, would you mind going and subscribing and leaving a nice review on whatever podcast platform you heard this on? I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.